Get your crown on, honey, because it's shine time. Leo, welcome to Leo season. This is it. This is the big one. Okay, everybody, lords, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, royal trumpeteers, hit it. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Leo, who are born in August. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday Leo, this is your season, we're stepping in, and I hope the July born Leo babies had a great birthday too. This is it, this is shine time for you. Why? Well, apart from the fact that it's your birthday, there is so much energy going on in Leo this month. It's not just like a party for one, it's like everybody's coming to your party this month. Who's there? Of course, the sun, your ruler, had to arrive, of course. We've also got Venus in there, the goddess of beauty and of money, hanging around there. Yeah, she's welcome. God Mars, yes, hanging in there. Mars full of passion, fire and intensity. We enter the month with the new moon in Leo also. This month around 11th of August, Mercury then decides to come and join the party Leo. This is where everybody is looking to you for direction, is looking to you for inspiration, is looking to you for your great ideas, your skills, your talents, everything. This is really not just an ordinary Leo season. This is full on shine mode. I mean, full on shine mode. So have that crown steadied and sit right back into your beautiful royal throne, because this is where good things are really going to kick off for you, Leo. Really, really. One of the big things I'd say that's going to happen for you is that you get noticed in everything that you're doing in work. If you've got creative things happening, if you're pushing yourself out there, if you're in competition doing something, this is where your work, your talents, as I said, and gets noticed by key people, by people who need to be looking at you now, by the crowd. So it's wonderful. And you could be really playing up to this, Leo. What, Leo playing up to attention? Yeah, okay. You could really be loving this, Leo, and as your first card hopped out there, and you could be really dusting yourself down and getting your glam on, getting your shine on. With Venus in there in the first house, it could be a case of spending a few extra coins on some nice birthday gifts for yourself. Not just annual gifts, but gifts for you, to wear for you, like a jewelry, clothing, something that makes you stand out more. That kind of, when you walk by, people say, who's that expensive creature that just wafted past me? And they say, well, that's Leo. Yeah, so there is an air of getting people's attention, and that is going to matter, particularly if the work you're doing or anything that you're doing in your life needs a bit of attention. Now, are you ready? Are you ready for it? Two cards came out, but the first card, ta-da! It's the Leo card. It's the Sun card. Yeah, I think there's a strong message here, Leo. The sun is really shining for you. This is the second card that came out like that. Yeah, so the sun decided to make an appearance and say, listen, there's no Leo party without me. It doesn't start unless I'm here. And it's a bit like that for you too, Leo, this month. It's like nothing starts until you arrive. The show doesn't happen until you get there. The curtains don't budge until you arrive. And it's the same with work. It's the same with in work. It's like you're needed. Nothing happens unless you arrive. Nothing gets done unless your opinion is asked. It's very strong. And I mean, how do you apply that in your life? Well, that's up to you, Leo. You've got all these luminaries really lighting you up, like the sun, making you stand out and be seen and being the most popular person at the moment. You've got Venus in there being the most attractive person at the moment, and the one who's really able to handle money too and knows how to spend it on the good stuff as well. Mars is in there saying, go Leo, go Leo. Mars is like, Mars is the party. He's the one that puts the fire and energy into it. The new moon, beautiful, soft, new approaches to taking care of yourself also. You see, there's energies here of like, go Leo, go, go, go. But there's also the new moon, which is about emerge, Leo, emerge, come out, come out, come out. Let it out and bring out that beautiful soul in you, you know, and get your needs met, get what you want, get what you desire, and don't settle for anything less. And you know what? There might be a few people with the full moon this month on August 15th in the 7th house. There might be a few people who aren't quite impressed that Leo is getting all the limelight, but this happens at every birthday, not just yours. There are always people who just aren't in the mood to party, or they're just not feeling it because all the light is off them and on you. And in some cases, there might be some shady people. Let's not swear. There might be some shady people who kind of might not like that you're getting all the attention, but they're irrelevant bitches, so who cares? I mean, who cares about them? But you've got all other things going on here too, Leo. You've got on Jupiter the 11th. Hello? I am recording these during Mercury retrograde, by the way, so yeah, I think you get it. On August 11th, Jupiter is going direct in Sagittarius, another fellow fire sign, in your 5th house. And this is about doing things finally, Leo, finally, that make you happy, that give you a bit of, I can do this, I want to do this, I'm lit up to do this, I'm passionate about doing this, I'm ready to do this. Something is stoking your fires, and it could have been something that's brought back from the past, an idea that came back from the past, a belief certainly that's come back from the past about, I remember when I really used to shine, I remember when I really used to have confidence, I remember when I was bold and dangerous. And you know what, I think it's time that I have a bit of fun with that attitude again. I think that I've spent too long quietening that aspect of myself down. What I know now is that all I've ever been asked to do in this life as a Leo is shine. And that's all I need to know, and that's all everybody else needs to know. And I'm confident with it, confident. Now, for those of you in a relationship where you might have found recently that the relationship was, I don't know, it was a bit hard work. You were going over old ground. You were trying to find common ideologies, common interests, common things, finding basically lots of stuff in common again. Might have been a bit of hard work, Leo, but that feels better this month. It feels like, so what? We don't agree on certain things, so what? I'm still going to do my thing, they're still going to do their thing, and we'll find something else. We'll find some other common ground. But you know what? Let it go. So what if we don't like the same music, or if we don't have the same something going on with us, the same direction? If we're really in this relationship, then we will find something new to have in common again. So that's quite nice too. Great ideas coming to you too this month, Leo. So again, if you're in the business where you're arty, or you need to have good ideas, or you need to be a thinker, this is where it's happening. I just feel such great energy and humor. Jupiter going direct again in the 5th house, where it's fun, humor, and it's about bloody time. Because I think last month had very little to smile about. I think you had a few good moments. It wasn't all doom and gloom, Leo, but I think that there were moments where you thought, will I ever get my shine back? Will I ever get through this? With the lunar eclipse last month in the 6th house, maybe there were concerns over your work, over your stress levels, over your, sorry, there was a fly there, over your health. There might have been some issues there, you know, and it could have been an issue too with the North Node in your 12th house, where you were kind of saying, I really need to let go of some of these bad habits and some of these old psychological things that have been haunting me. I'm going to move forward with a much clearer psychological space. I'm going to have a much clearer, I don't know, it's like a feeling of forgive and forget. And if I can let go, forgive and forget, then shit's not going to weigh on my mind anymore. And I'm just going to follow a clear path, where there's fun, where it's lighter, where it's not all so heavy, and where I don't feel so, even at times, stuck and tormented. So that's quite interesting. That's what last month might have made you realize. I've been holding myself back, and I am going to, instead of running away from this new sudden realization that I've been holding myself back at times. I'm going to dive right into it. And I see for many of you, Leos, diving right into your psychology, diving right into your mental health, diving right into why am I so stressed? Why have I been allowed to be so hurt over certain things? Why have I carried certain childhood memories? Why have I done that? Sleeves up. You don't frighten me anymore. You don't scare me. Leo is back. And I tell you, I don't run away from things that want to have power over me. And certainly, I will not run away from things who have kind of lodged into my psyche. They don't get power over me. That's where I'm going to roar loudest before anything else. So I do feel you, Leo, making a big turnaround this month, and you're saying, my strength is back, my sense of humour is back, and I will roar at any self-sabotaging thoughts or unhealthiness maybe inside of my own psyche. I will fix that, because nothing has power over Leo. Nothing. And now that I understand what might have been holding me back, I will not allow that to continue further. And I'm really going with that, Leo, because I feel that very strongly. I would not be surprised if some of you are thinking about really going into meditation, your spiritual health, your psychological health, talking to a counsellor, talking to a therapist, kind of taking this new attitude of let it go, cut ties, let it go, which we'd kind of touched upon last month. But it's a fearlessness. You know the phrase, feel the fear, but do it anyway. You're like, feel the fear, and you better be scared when I come and tackle this. Because, again, it's that thing of, I'm not afraid anymore. I will clean this up. Yeah. Had you found that you had been suffering, Leo? You know, there's been a lot going on. We know there's been so much going on. And it obviously took its toll on you. And maybe, you know, you've often heard me wondering, where are you? Why don't you shine? And I see that you to go into these darker hidden places in order to retrieve that shine. And you come back this month fully lit up. So that there's quite a psychological element to this month, Leo, which kind of caught me by surprise there when I was going into the energy. I wasn't expecting that. But what I love about it is your attitude about it. I don't care how scary this is. I am already fixing it. And I am already making the decision to be well. Good on you, Leo, good on you. I hope that makes sense. I'm getting the images, and I do hope that what I've explained there makes some sort of sense to you, Leo. What a wonderful gift from the universe, actually. And maybe what a wonderful gift from the eclipse last month to give you that clarity and that insight again into how it's time to just surrender, release, so that you can start again. You know, drop the boulder so that you're free to fly. I like that. 2 more cards came out there. Yeah, Cancerian card. We're just leaving Cancer season. I think it kind of did throw up a few issues for you. We're waiting on 3 more cards here, Leo. Very positive. Yeah, now 2 more cards I'm waiting on. But before we go there, I just want to say the second half of the month is all about money, by the way. And I really feel for many of you, there are big rewards coming to you at the end of the month financially for the hard work that you've been doing. There is some real work rewards, some applause, somebody's noticing you. The key people, the people that you want them to see you, they're seeing you. And there is some sort of financial reward for that, Leo. I like that. Now, the other thing I do want to touch upon before I get these last 2 cards is I feel some of you around August 2nd and maybe also August 16th might clash a little bit with somebody in work, or you might feel a little bit of extra heavier pressure coming into the workspace because it seems that you want to express yourself more in a more unique way, in a more you way, and it might be a bit of a challenge to do that in work, but you will do it. You will do it. Whatever work issues have been cropping up for you, Leo, I feel that you will push, and you will be rewarded for pushing by the end of the month. So I love that. Now, there are all the cards that came out. Leo, let's go over to your Leo season birthday cards. Ta-da! I love it. Leo. Of course, we had to have the sun in your reading. The sun is shining big lights on a few things. Firstly, it's saying if you're working in a sphere where there's some competition, where you are needed to kind of stand head and shoulders above other people, where you need to be seen, noticed, you know, even if you work in the entertainment field, something like that, it's like it's really your time to be seen and to rise above the competition. And that's going to happen for you, Leo. Now, the second thing that I want to say here, this sun, it's not just about success, accomplishment, shining through the hard work that you've been doing, which you will. It's also healing something. And I feel right as we enter the month, there is a healing thing. For me, it's two things. It could be happening, getting on better with somebody who has been bothering you, maybe in your career, or obstacles that kept cropping up in your career path. Could also be to do with finally this month healing a rift between you and somebody that you once respected a lot, Leo. Somebody that you once held in high regard. It could be maybe even a boss, an older family member, a father figure, somebody like that. There is a healing that's happening between the two of you. But then the other thing I wanted to touch upon is that for me, I think this big healing is coming in because this is fire like you. This is the sun healing fire. And I think it's healing inner battles in you. It's like you are at times almost at war with yourself. And the new moon in Leo, again, it's all about healing it gently, gentle healing, the wounds, where you have been wrestling with yourself, telling yourself that you're not good enough, telling yourself that you just don't have the energy to shine, telling yourself that you just don't feel like making an effort anymore, that you just don't feel like trying, that you just don't feel it's worth it. These are all inner dialogues that have been maybe even very strong patterns recently, Leo. And I am very, very happy to see that the universe and the sun, your ruler, of course, the first one to arrive with a gift, is saying, we are fixing this, no matter what it takes. It seems to be determined now. It seems to be the way now, destiny, that this inner sense of loss is gone. And the inner sense of wrestling with this thing of what's the point, that is gone. So the decision has been made this month that that's going. What comes next is maybe the work, the effort, the persistence, no, you're right, it is time, and I will not feel like I'm losing my passion in my life, my humor, my drive, my shine. And even for some of you, this is a time where some of you are adding another wonderful year to your life. And it could be a thing about aging, even for some of you. It's like getting over this thing of another year, oh, there's another line, or there's another something, another wrinkle, it's like, I'm not getting lost in that. I'm not getting lost in what I feel I'm losing. It's like getting lost in what you feel you're losing. There's no point in that anymore. And I think you're getting it this month. So there are very strong psychological messages coming in here for you, Leo, which, like I said, I wasn't actually prepared for that. Yeah, and I wonder, Uranus this month, August 12th, is going back, retrograding into the 10th house of where we stand out, where we show ourselves off in some way, where we are responsible, where we are held as a person who stands out, where others can see that we're doing good, where others can see the work that we're doing, what we represent, what we stand for. And maybe there's a moment here where you have to retrieve that. What do you stand for? Get back that shine that gets other people to constantly look at you, to constantly respect you, to constantly feel like you have an authority in your own life, that you are consistent, reliable, dependable, and that Leo is always strong. You were always strong before. And I think Uranus has given you that gift of saying, I think you've lost a little bit too much, Leo. I think we have to go back and get that big personality back. Yeah. And maybe even go and figure out where it went, why it went. Why did you get afraid to shine? Why did you get afraid to be Leo? Why did you get afraid to be the head of your own business, the top of your game, the leader of the pack, the one who just turns heads no matter where they are, the one that everybody turns to because Leo knows what to do? Let's follow Leo, they're the leader of the pack. So Uranus is saying, here's my gift to you. I am Uranus, I'm always a bit weird and quirky, but you don't realise that this is probably the most important gift to get back. So, yeah, that's deep, Leo, okay. Deep and powerful. 10th house is very powerful. And Uranus is your best bud this month. Let's go back. And he could shine a lot of, like, flashes of moments into your mind. Flashes of weirdness, flashing dreams, anything like that, where you kind of look around you even, look at where you live, look at your home, look at how you dress, look at the things that you own, look at your physical body and say, is this what I want to project? Is this who I am? I'm not sure anymore. I do actually think I need to go back and retrieve that level of confidence again, of knowing exactly who I am and never questioning it again. Wow, Leo, what a gift. What a gift. Now, here's what I see you doing too. I see hopefully coming out, because the sun is beside this too, it's also double healing this thing of money issues, money worries, debts, issues about maybe business, cash flow, paying bills, anything like that. Living on a budget and not liking it. Living, there's a budget that's reasonable, and I feel for you, you're saying, yeah, but my budget was unreasonable. My budget was way too tight. It was way too constrictive. And the sun is shining on that and healing it. It's saying, it's almost, sorry, Leo, I'm getting really pulled down a direction here. It's almost like, Leo, some of you might have even been shown hardship, financial hardship, and in some way to get you to almost, now I say this, hopefully you understand what I mean, almost to reach rock bottom in some situation. Maybe a money situation, a work situation, maybe even a physical situation. It's like you had to kind of reach rock bottom before you could strike it back up. This is like the matchstick being lit back up. And Leo season is bringing this to you, my love. All the luminaries are saying, we're lighting you up again. You had to go through that hardship. You had to go through that struggle in order to really know how to let go. Otherwise you would never have let go of these things. It's like you had to throw everything off you in order to survive. And just you and you alone swam up to the surface, and they're like, well, thank God it was just you. We had to do that to you so you would let everything go and just listen to the most important thing that you needed to rescue, and that was yourself, that was your health, that was your life, that was your passion, that was your destiny, and the willingness to keep pushing forward with that. So you are being lit up again. The match has been struck. A light is coming by the sun, and a fire is coming. With Mars in there in Leo, the Sun in there in Leo, Jupiter in Sagittarius turning direct. I often say that to the fire signs. There's always this feeling that fire always seems to look after each other. Fire always loves to get bigger. So it's almost like Mars and Jupiter in Sagittarius, they're wanting to make this gift bigger. They want it to be an inferno for you. They want you to light up. This is very strong. I actually wasn't expecting this reading to kind of get as intense as this, Leo. Now, mid-month, let's move on. This is an Aquarius card on August 15th. We have the full moon in Aquarius in the 7th house. And I do feel some of you cutting contracts, cutting ties, cutting associations, cutting agreements. Maybe there was an agreement between you and a friend, a partner, business partner, lover, family member, whoever. There was a kind of an agreement. Let's keep going like this. This is our friendship. This is our relationship. This is how it works. And mid-month, you're just saying, I'm putting an end to this. Jupiter now going direct is telling me that it's almost like I need to be a bit more independent. I need to have fun even when other people don't want to have fun. I'm not going to let that affect me. I'm capable of having an independent life, yet still being with people. Wow, Leo, so much is coming in here. It's almost like standing unique among a crowd of people, not getting bogged down by your relationships with other people. And if anyone is making it difficult for you this month, Leo, particularly around the 15th, then there's a whole feeling of, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to play. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to have a party for one. If nobody wants to come to my party, I don't care. I will order the finest food and take out the finest crystal and enjoy myself. I'm determined to let, to let this thing go of other people making me sad every time I want to have fun, other people bringing me down every time I want to express myself, every time I want to be me. This shit's dying. I'm cutting it right out. And when you do that, Leo, you get back this great big sense of power and in control. And of course, being Leo, you have to be in your throne. This is a Mars card. It's also an Aries card. Mars is in Leo. Turning this around, it's a kind of, I feel a fierceness with you, Leo. It's like I'm determined this time to win. I'm determined. And something, it's like a light has gone off. It's like, you know, when that switch goes off, there's no going back. A corner has been turned. The switch, it's just bam. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know the details of this, but I'm here and I'm staying here and I'm going to keep moving forward, doing my thing, doing it my way. And like I said, if I have to go it alone, so be it. It's almost like I'm afraid of nothing. And I'm certainly not afraid anymore, and I will not put up with anymore these people who are trying to manipulate me, trying to coax me into their lies, I just get the feeling with you, Leo, it's like all that behavior is so unnecessary. The drama, it's so unnecessary. The crocodile tears, it's so unnecessary. The trying to get me to do things for you because you know that if you kind of rub me up the right way that I'll do it. That, you know what, it's gone, no more manipulation. I see maybe a fellow fire sign, Aries, playing a big part here as a catalyst for change. So is Scorpio, so is Aquarius. These people could be real catalysts for change. I wonder, is it Aries, Sun, Moon or Ascendant, and maybe even Scorpio, Sun, Moon or Ascendant, who are really helping you to, and Aquarius, yeah, really helping you to get over some hurdles, get over some blocks, get over some health issues, get over some maybe even psychological things where you've held your own self back. It's like there's a new narrative in town with Jupiter going direct, and it's all about fun and me expressing my shine and my individuality, and nothing or nobody is holding me back. So Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, Sun, Moon or Ascendant are catalysts for this change. Now, do you notice I said catalysts? It could mean that they could push you so far that you act despite them, that you say, you've pushed me this far, now watch me return. Or they could actually be helping you by being positively encouraging you. So one way or another, these three, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, seem to be catalysts for change one way or another, but you are definitely leaving this manipulation behind. And it's almost, again, Leo, I get this feeling of you saying, I'm going to enjoy my party no matter what. I'll invite them. If they fight amongst themselves, I don't care. I'll invite them, and if the same old drama and the same old fighting, and why did you invite them, and why did you invite them, I can't believe you asked them to come. I don't care, bitches, fight amongst yourselves. I am just going to be here eating my birthday cake and topping it down with maybe a cocktail or a glass of champagne. I do not care. All I'm caring about right now is me and my fun and my happiness and what I'm doing and my health. Yeah. But Leo, it's almost like that deep change in your attitude is the very, very thing that's bringing you your success. I also sense some of you going to new places on your own this month and being a little bit apprehensive, being a little bit nervous, but doing it anyway. Like going, is it about moving home? I don't know. It's not terribly strong, but it's like going places on your own for the first time and kind of feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Like going for an interview, going on your own into a party, going on your own into a restaurant to celebrate your party, going on your own. It's like going on your own and actually even enjoying it, whatever this thing is. But there is an element of breathe, my love, breathe. Okay, let's do it. Going on an adventure on your own, maybe. That could be a really good thing. Now, Leo, again, I'm seeing this thing turn up here. There is a party. Now, we know there is some sort of a party, some sort of a get-together. Something is happening towards the end of the month, maybe post-birthday. You know, maybe the friends that couldn't be there for your birthday are kind of coming in towards the end of the month. And there could be some nice celebrations going on in there. I like it. Hanging out with people that you can have a good laugh with and that you can enjoy the conversation. You can laugh and chat and there's a good vibe going on. But I also feel that there's some real good flow with anything that you have to communicate this month, Leo. I like it. But one big thing that you seem to be clearing up towards the end of the month is this financial thing, once and for all. And you know what, Leo? I keep feeling that one of the biggest changes to do with this money issue, where I feel that you were feeling the pinch. It was tight for a long time. It was a budget that you were not enjoying, as I said. One of the big things is like a change in you. It's something that changes inside you, where I'm not communicating from a place of lack anymore. I'm not this mindset of lack has only brought me so far. There is abundance in this universe and I'm going to take it. And I've done my time, I've done my stint, I've done my karma in that place of restriction, lack. I'm over it. There's just this feeling of I'm over it. And then there's you again, moving at the end of the month into a much healthier space when it comes into your finances. There's freedom again financially. You can spend a little, give a little. There's movement again with you. In some cases, some of you are really thinking of maybe spending a few coin to go on a new adventure. That could be a big adventure or a small adventure, like a whole life change adventure. That's what I'm feeling, actually. Feeling freer financially. It's almost like a financial issue. Blaming a financial issue for holding you back, when actually it was something much deeper than that, that you seem to be getting to the root of this month, Leo. And then there's the freedom at the end of the month of saying, come on, shake this off, I've done it. A healthier approach to my money, a healthier approach to give and take and flow. I'm not constricted anymore by these rules and the limits to what I can do in my life. I'm becoming free. But it's in me. It's in me. And I also know Uranus is holding my hand and bringing me right back on this kind of magic carpet ride, as Uranus would, into this 10th house. And in full blunt Uranian style, he'll say, do you remember this person, this shining person? Do you remember them? The one who wasn't afraid to take big risks, the one who wasn't afraid to be the boss, be the leader, be the forerunner, be the one that everybody else looks up to. Do you remember that, Leo? And you'll say, yeah, I do. I remember. I'm actually even getting a little bit sad with that, Leo, because it's not a sad thing. It's actually like a watershed moment at some point this month of, I knew I had lost something, but I didn't know what it was that was lost. And now I find it. Now I get it. It's almost like the meaning of my life. The meaning of my life was to be me. What was the purpose? The purpose was for me to have purpose. And what is my purpose? Well, my purpose is whatever I feel. Anything that gives me purpose is my purpose. Anything that accentuates my fire, anything that lights me up is my purpose. There's a real watershed moment happening here and a real breakthrough, Leo. And I'm very, very happy about that. And even I was surprised by it. So if I was surprised by it, I'm probably guessing you're going to be surprised by it too. And it does seem to be a very, 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 very happy birthday surprise gift. I adore it, Leo. I adore it. Now, my beautiful, I'm going to leave it at that. And you know, of course, these are the general birthday landscape energies. As kind of nice as they are, there are more details. And the details, as you know, are in the Vimeo readings, where we look right into the kind of whole area of love for those of you in a relationship, and also for the singles to see if something has been lit up this month with Jupiter going direct in the 5th house. Maybe. We focus on money, we focus on your career, we focus on family and friends, and anything else that we didn't touch upon here in the Vimeo readings. Oh, I got cut out. Leo, come along. It's all linked down there below in the description box. Let's do it for your birthday. Let's open it up and see if there's any more that can be brought to your birthday table. My beautiful, I am going to leave it at that. And as always, I'm going to leave you with all my love and a big, big, big birthday kiss from me to you. Mwah. Until next month, my beautiful, happy birthday.